We began because of the efforts of a persistent and energetic mayor, Thomas Gamble, who in 1935, in the midst of the Depression, led Savannah into a new enterprise, a city-owned junior college. In the elegant mansion built by George Ferguson Armstrong, we gathered together as the first family of Armstrong Junior College, led by our president, Ernest Lowe, and a small faculty that included 4 members of Phi Beta Kappa.
On opening day, there were 168 of us, and when we added a second class the following year, we numbered 216. In the Depression, no one had any money, but Mayor Gamble's vision was to provide a higher education opportunity for young people who could not afford to go away to college.
There was a sense of something new being in Savannah. The high schools were proud that they could send students to Armstrong Junior College.
Armstrong came in exactly at the right time after the worst depression Savannah had ever faced. It was a question of looking for hope, looking for a career, looking for a way that you could live and enjoy living.
We were all very young, with the special energy that comes with being the first, at the beginning of a new venture. We studied and danced and played sports, football and tennis in long trousers. We did all of the things that college students do.
And I was committed to play football, get what little brains I had beat out of me week after week, but it turned out to be good. It was fun.
We can't express it, but oh gee, how we love her. So fight, fight is our song. Onward, old Armstrong, yeah, team. Oh, it takes me back 73 years.
The mayor also saw the value of an educational institution for Savannah's economy, its businesses, banks, and industry. Our students and programs would serve our community.
Of all the places that I ever been, the learning exhilaration that one got from Armstrong was far and away better than anything else.
I'll just give you one name off the top of my head. David Barnett went to Harvard after 2 years at Armstrong. When you graduated Armstrong, you could almost write your own ticket to any school, any school.
In the fall of 1941, we built a new state-of-the-art science building facing Monterey Square as war loomed just ahead. We were too young to have to go to war, but the war came and our young men went. The women who stayed behind took charge and kept the college alive as enrollment plummeted perilously close to the 100 mark.
The enrollment dropped considerably. The professors, some of them left for other jobs because there weren't enough students.
When the veterans returned at war's end, enrollment soared to 510. Our new president, Foreman Hawes, welcomed the men back to campus, and all of us adjusted to their large and lively presence. On the ground floor of the Hunt Building, the dump was our student center, where bridge players held their cards and played their trumps, while the jukebox played the latest hits of rock and roll. Candler nurses also joined us in the post-war era, as they walked down the sidewalk from the nearby hospital to take freshman courses and laboratory sciences. For all of us, whether in the traditional day program or in the expanded evening program, the faculty offered a strong arts and sciences curriculum as the center of our educational experience. The mansion and the nearby buildings, however, no longer provided enough space for the prospect that we would soon be a 4-year institution. A generous gift from the Lane Foundation and from Donald Livingston of the Delta Land Corporation enabled the Board of Regents to purchase 250 acres of land at the southern end of Abercorn Expressway. In March 1963, the Board of Regents made it official that we would be a 4-year institution when we settled into our new location. Among the last of our downtown graduates in 1964 was Otis Samuel Johnson, the first African-American student to enroll at the college. He became mayor of Savannah in 2004.
I was the first African-American to attend Armstrong, and it became evident that Armstrong couldn't remain an all-white institution in Savannah. When the civil rights movement started, we were only asking for what was right. And the opportunity to go to Armstrong was an individual way of pressing that right to go. And here I am, the 64th mayor of the city of Savannah. In 1963, nobody, including me, would have projected this outcome. And so I owe a lot to Armstrong and how it changed my life.
We left downtown Savannah in December 1965 with new President Henry Ashmore leading us into the future. We arrived on our new campus with 1,108 students and 38 faculty members.
The new campus was raw and bare, but our programs grew along with the grass.
It was something new, it was a change, and I really liked the new campus.
Most of us hated it, actually. We were so happy being downtown Savannah, but this became our home. So for the next 3.5 years, this was my home, and by the time I actually graduated, I really loved it.
2 years later, in 1968, 117 students graduated with Armstrong's first 4-year degrees. New administrators and a host of new faculty members joined those who had made the move from downtown.
The 1970s were lively times. We wore loud plaid suits, long hair, short skirts, and funny jewelry. Students streaked, Bert snipped,
And basketball players leaped to national rankings.
I remember streakers on the quadrangle. Oh, we thought it was great. We would clap and applaud and encourage them to do more.
I remember things like packed the Civic Center night at the Civic Center when the Pirates would play and would fill the place up with trash can lids banging and cannons firing.
But the 1970s also saw us and Savannah State deeply involved in Georgia's efforts to develop a plan for further desegregation of higher education. As a result, all teacher education programs came to Armstrong, and all business administration programs went to Savannah State. At the same time, our health professions continued to grow. We became a regional health professions education center.
I'm from Waldeboro, South Carolina, and I'm majoring in nursing. It's a small school as far as the nursing.
The large increase in health programs in the 80s, I think, made a big impact on Armstrong.
In the 1980s, Robert Burnett became president.
We added engineering courses and worked out an arrangement with Georgia Tech that allows students to complete a Georgia Tech engineering degree while in Savannah.
We worked hard on our diversity. African American students played a strong role in the political, academic, and social life of the campus, and new administrators and faculty arrived to serve as their mentors. Suddenly, in 1985, we were 50, and our enrollment edged past 3,000.
In the 1990s, we seemed to be getting older and newer at the same time, with the steady arrival of new students and new faculty.
Then just as we passed our 60th birthday, we became a university and changed our name into a combination of something old and something new.
We began to look like a university, with new buildings, a new sports center, a new science center. There were more graduate programs in history, criminal justice, and physical therapy. Computers arrived and changed everything about the way we learned and taught. Chalk gave way to laptops and PowerPoint.
Information technology affected everyone and created a new IT degree program to prepare the specialists for modern communication systems. In 2000, we entered the new century with Tom Jones as our new president and a vision of a renewed commitment of service to our community. A nearby grocery store became our conference center, providing a premier facility for academic and community events. International students came to campus to enrich our classrooms and give us championship tennis teams from 1995 to 2009. Our campus had become a mature arboretum where the pool and fountain of the earlier years were now transformed into a cool center of shade-covered walkways. And campus housing at last.
There is a sense of pride and ownership when you see a new building come up on campus and you want to be a part of it. It makes me think, wow, this is my school, this is my university. I've played a part in this somehow.
In 2009, we welcomed Linda Blyken as our new president.
And as we approached our 75th birthday, over 7,500 students filled our classes. A new student services building and more residence halls would be ready to serve them.
Our 75th anniversary would also see us offer our first doctoral degree in physical therapy. It marked a new milestone in our academic programs.
It's something I take a lot of pride in, to see the academic excellence today at Armstrong, but to see students coming in from all over.
I think one of the strengths here at Armstrong, you are educated by real faculty members, real professors. This is, to me, a very, very solid education.
They inspired me for greatness if I can achieve greatness. They gave us the inspiration to do something, to be something, to make something of our lives.
Armstrong was that voice in the back of my head that was saying that, you know, regardless of what your personal insecurities are, regardless of what everybody said that you was going to be, here is Armstrong. Make yourself who you want you to make yourself to be.
It's fun to come into something that's already established, you know, because then you know where you're going, but I think it's even more fun to come into something that's growing, so then you can be a part of it too.
I owe Armstrong a lot. It doesn't owe me anything, but I owe it.
From a junior college now to a college that's offering graduate degrees, it is just a wonderful addition to our community, and the leadership has been very, very progressive out there.
In 2010, Georgia's rapidly expanding population is one of the fastest growing in the nation, and the outlook for the region is bright. As Armstrong looks to the future, we will continue to explore new learning environments, respond to the needs of the community, and identify new opportunities to serve.
Our graduates will join their predecessors as educated women and men who bring the benefits of their Armstrong experience to their families, to their careers, to their communities, and to the future. They have a sound compass to guide them.